What up, Jesse? Thanks everybody for joining. We are back at it. Oh yes, we is. We are ready to rip another mega case of Rooney. And we've kind of had an up and a down in our first two, and now I think we're gonna go wild, hopefully, in this third one. We've seen 3 autos per case thus far, and we've had some insert hits around both cases. Our first case, certainly stronger and stranger on the insert hits, with 4 static noise, which is crazy because it's 1 in 1175 pack odds for one of them, which is like 1 in 10 cases about, and we got 4 in our first one. And our second one, we had 1. It was a light board hit. And now let's see what we got in the third. Thanks everybody for being part of the break. I appreciate it on an early Saturday. It is, what time is it? It is 5:35 p.m. on the East Coast, and we're about to check in with a little bit of the bubbly. Here comes the starting lineup. We got Joey with the D-backs, OJ Bravos, Matty T with the O's, James with the Red Sox from Facebook jail, Steven with the Cubs, Drew with the White Sox, Rooster with his Reds, Jeff with the Guardians, Joey with the Rockies, Chris with the Tigers, Steven Strohs, Kevin with the Royals, David with the Angels, Sean with the Dodgers, Drew with the Marlins, Sean with the Brew Crew, Drew with the Twins, James with the Mets. We got Steven with the Yanks, Israel with the A's, Britton with the Phils, Jeff with the Buccos off the mini. And by the way, welcome back, Jeff. Been a minute. Ronnie B with the Pods, Brian with the Giants, Kyle with the Mariners, Randy Cardinals off the mini. How about that? Nick with the Rays, Stefan with the Rangers, Randy with the Jays, and Britton with the Nats. Time to roll. Thanks everybody for being part of the break. Hey, do me a favor. Smash that like button down below. It's Saturday. We need to get everybody out here hanging out with us, whether you're on the beach, on the lake, in the yard, or just hanging out on the couch. I think there's preseason football on right now too, but that's all right. Hopefully you're outside as summer winds down. I hate to say it. It is the end of August. Sheesh. It's going to be Labor Day weekend soon. Cannot believe it. But you know how we're doing things here. As Labor Day heats up, so do football breaks here at Parlay Breaks. And we've got plenty of football on the menu for you. We've got Topps Flagship 2026 just got in, and we're going to be ripping some of that. We got Topps Chrome Mega Box cases that we're going to rip. We've got some, we've got the last half case of our jumbos of 2025 Topps Signature Class. And we've also got Topps Chrome Cosmic. We are going to be doing basketball too, guys. I'm going to post up a 1-boxer of Topps Chrome Hobby. It's going to be a random team spot, $39 a spot. And let's see if we can get ourselves a debut patch hit in our first ever break of the product. All right, guys, the case is right here. The time is right now. You know how we started here at Parlay Breaks. I tells you, we always start our breaks by first breaking that glass. Time to get the fighting gloves on. Are you ready for some megas? Here we go. It is time to roll. What up, Nick? How you doing, my brother? Ron, 100 plus today. Holy moly. It's actually cooler today here on the East Coast. It has been not necessarily air conditioner needed weather for a change. Well, there's nothing left to do but the ripping. And you know who starts it out for us? I know you know that we all know. It's the man, the myth, the legend, the master of the ladder match. You know. Razor Ramon! Hey, yo. Good luck, guys and gals. Let's get this one rolling with the homies, as they say. Razor Ramon does the rolling with the homies. All right. We figured out how to get these out nice and clean. Oh man, I left a shard there. We got to do the shimmy. Shimmy them out. And then pull them out one at a time. So while I'm doing that, you guys tell me which stack are we going to start with, the left or the right? I can never remember that. Right? It was white. It was, what color New England clam chowder soup do you like? Empty box. That was the password to get in Ace Ventura. Remember that? New England clam chowder. What color? I can never remember that. White. Yes. All right, guys. Matt, what's up? What up, Christopher? My man, Christopher. It's been a long time. Great to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Maddie B, you too. Great to see you. I know we were just chatting. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, someone's taking home the Parlay Intercontinental title belt again. And we are going to be ripping super rip style, 5 at a time. What are we doing, left or right? As I quoted the entire Ace Ventura movie. I think we're going to start on the left. We're going to start left. Good luck, guys. Super Rip City is what we've got in store tonight. Good luck. It's been 3 autos per case so far. I would like to trounce that record this evening. That is my certain hope. We shall trounce it. Empty box. We are due for something big out of the megas. Have you guys been seeing big hits come out of megas or what? Are we just slow to the starting line, as it were? Empty. We're off to a little bit of a slow start with the megas. Some were saying they've seen 5-6 autos per. Let's see what we got tonight. I feel like we're going to get a complete different case here. We've still got, I have 2 more cases of megas that are still coming, guys. And then after that, we've got blasters, which, we'll find out. Have blasters been better, worse than megas, or what the auto count is from a case? My guess is that Topps probably placed the same number of autos-ish in the mega cases as the blaster cases. If anything, I thought the count would have been higher on megas. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be higher on blasters. We'll see. Rooster says 6. That would be sweet. What up, Randy? How about that? Tonight, Randy gets in a mini for like the second time in his life. Gets the Cardinals. Jeff gets in a mini, and first time back in a break in a while, gets his Pirates. Unbelievable. Lightning strikes twice in the same mini. I love it. All right. We are super ripped through Stacker 1. And now we are on Stacker 2. Who remembers Stacker 2? If you are a wrestling fan, you remember Stacker 2 commercials. Stacker 2 sponsoring pay-per-views. And then Stacker 2 just disappeared. I think they were like their own company, weren't they? They weren't a brand that like Procter & Gamble made or anything like that, I don't think. I think they were an actual standalone company, and all they made was that. And then when the main ingredient got outlawed, that was it. Gosh, that was probably like, what, late 90s? Stacker 2? I remember that was Attitude Era. All right, enjoy regular season baseball for the next month. Hopefully, we don't lose it next year with this nonsensical thing coming. Redemption is the call. I like it, Roost. Here we go. Good luck, guys. Shanuel. And starting out with a Kevin Gossman blue color match to 150. So first color hit comes early, and it goes to Randy. Congrats to Randy Dandy. Let me get this thing off. And the autos had been coming early previously as well. So let's see if we go to a different pattern. We got our first Miz, a B-Wit Junior refractor. Murakami Future Stars. The password, Justinson Garcia. Thank you everybody for being part of the break tonight. Today, I should say. Johnny Bench, Peyton Tolley. Carson Bench. The Nuke Bar, Paul Skeens, Jack Hagg's refractor. It's a nice one going to the Royals, to Kevin. Roman Anthony X-Fractor. Working his way back to you, babe, from injury. Trey Savage. There's the Skeens Perspectives. To Lauder X-Fractor. Carson Rookie X-Fractor. Luis Morales. Hopefully I don't miss another color hit. How about a Cam Smith? Green X-Fractor to 99. Stroh's hit going to Steven. So getting some nice color early. We had been pulling aquas for the most part, and I keep missing them. There's our first Jordan potential MVP buyback X-Fractor. We like it. We love it. We want some more of it. We got a Schlittler. All right, let's clear off the stage here. Uno momento. And on to Stacker 2. Skiing Machine. Waiting for our first auto. The call is redemption. There's Mason Wynn. And if I miss another aqua, please do shout it out. I'm trying not to let the light refract in such a way that I miss it. Seiya. Still waiting for the first auto. Abreu. Ben Rice. The password, CJ Kafis. It's going to be a McGonigal. Rook. Nick Pivetta. Churio. Mookie Betts. Jackie Robinson, past and present. Basalo. JJ Weatherholt, Future Stars. Randy picking one up. Seiya Otto Kemp. Patrick Bailey. Tucker. Owen Cassie. Need that auto. Come on, Color Ink. Spencer Steer refractor. Alex Freeland X-Fractor. Harry Ford. The British man. Shane Baz, Trout, Painter, and no auto in the first 5. So para-colored. No auto yet. It's all right. Still got time. Let's go with the next 5. All right. Here goes the neighborhood. Thank you guys again for being part of the break. Early break. It was an early fill. And I was intending to try to drop a second one tonight, but we will drop our second break tomorrow. What I'm thinking is maybe tonight I will drop our random Topps Chrome Update basketball break, and it'll be a pre-fill for tomorrow. May not be able to rip it tonight, but we'll see. See how the basketball goes. Basketball starting to get into the forefront at the moment. Anticipating LeBron on his new team. See how that works out. And boy, oh boy, one thing I surely can't wait for, it's going to be Topps Chrome Update this year. And the debut patch. All right. jumped out. Ripping on through. Let's see what we got coming. I would like for us to beat our total of 3 autos that we have gotten in each of the first 2 cases. There was a redemption in our very first case, Kaz Akamoto. And now we will see where we stand here. Thank you all for hanging out, being part of the break. Here we go. Let's start this one up. Good luck, guys. Flores. Roman Anthony, Perspectives. Schlittler, X-Fractor. Chorio, X-Fractor. Bryce Eldridge, rookie. Vassallo, rookie, X-Fractor. Kyle Teal, rook. Okamoto, throwback. Cole Young, X-Fractor, rookie. My goodness, there are going to be so many chases for the debut patch and update. It's going to be insane this year. Lars Nootbaar, I'm so excited for it. Roki Sasaki, P. Bailey. There's a Judge, X-Fractor. Sally Boy Stewart, likely Rookie of the Year, I would say, in the NL. Christian Moore, there's a Magans, Future Stars, talking about Rookie of the Year. And how about a Judge X-Fractor? Numbered 23/199, Aqua, goes out to Steven with the Yanks. Congrats, Steven. So did you hear the rumor about Judge that there was and we got an auto. It's going to be a Jack Perkins rookie auto numbered to 299. That is the teal going to Israel. First auto comes out color. We like that when that happens. Congrats, Israel. The rumor spinning about Judge was that he was really on a PED suspension that was a big cover-up. And they're saying that he's going to come back as soon as he would have been eligible to come back from a PED suspension, which furthers everybody's talking about it. Although, who would ever know if that's true? There's our first Connor. Imagine if that were really the case. That would be quite wild. Skeens. Gossman. We're going to clear the stage. So we're slow on the buybacks so far again. PCAs have been very tough to come by. We've only been getting like 1 per case so far. Our first case, we got a lot of Alvarez and a lot of Otani, and then last case was barely anything, and they all hit at the end. There's a Cags, and it's going to be another color hit. Logan Gilbert on the green X-Fractor to 99, going to Seattle. That's going to Kyle. Congrats, Kyle. Speaking of Kyle Teal right behind him. Murakami, that's our first Murakami base. And a Torkelson and Alcantara. Believe it's same with Otani gambling situation. Could very well be. Is MLB, there's a PCA. So potential MVP buyback going to Steven. He's making a big push, that's for sure. JJ. It would be kind of wild if there was cover-ups of, their 2 arguably top players. Mizorowski, X-Fractor rookie. He is just He is like this year's Paul Skeens, Mizorowski. And there's a gunner to 199, Aqua. A guy who they say will very likely not be on the Orioles next season. That goes to Matty T. Congrats, Matt. And we shall see how it lands for Gunner. I mean, hopefully we have baseball first and foremost. There's an Ohtani. First Ohtani, potential buyback, 20 spot. And for the first time since the MVP buyback was launched, gotta watch out for those antifungal creams. For the first time since MVP buyback was launched, we are almost in September, and there is uncertainty about who is going to be the MVP. I think every year since they had the MVP buyback, it was an absolute certainty it was Ohtani. It was an absolute, pretty close to certainty it was going to be Judge all those years. But now this year, for the very first time, it looked Judge obviously out of the picture. Ohtani getting a solid run for his money from PCA, who may very well snatch it. And then Yordan looks like he is the most likely in the AL, but you got Biwa Jr. potentially, Caminero. I think it's all up for grabs at this point. Makes it a little more interesting when you are collecting Chrome, more opportunity for taking a shot on those MVP buyback players. And then we'll see them materialize. That certainly will hurt, though, if you've built up on one guy and then he doesn't get it. And I'll tell you a funny story. I picked up a couple of buybacks last year just because I wanted to actually do a video on what the process was for getting the buyback redeemed and go through it and like feel it out. And I waited way too long. I thought you just had to send it in by the deadline. And I sent it in about 5 days before the deadline. Came to find that the rule is that it has to be in their possession by the deadline. So do not wait until the day before or anything like that. Send it in way early before the deadline, which I think last year was it January? I think it was January 31st or something. Or no, actually it was probably March. It was probably right before spring training, like February 28th, 29th, whatever it may be. Or maybe it was right before opening day. I don't remember, but it was right before games started, whether it was exhibition or whether it was regular season. And I waited too long. They received it like 2 days after the deadline, and they would not do a thing for me, even though I don't think it said anywhere. I forgot, I was looking, that it had to be received by the deadline, which is crazy, although it might have actually. Usually, I mean, any kind of sweepstakes, things like that, they always say postmarked by the deadline. For goodness sakes, even if you vote, it has to be, I think, postmarked by whatever the deadline is. But Fanatics would not honor it. I was completely shocked. It is what it is. So I got hosed with a little bit of the bubbly. So hopefully I gotta wait until Nick Kurtz goes to the Hall of Fame. We'll see. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck in the third quarter of play. Next set of 5. Eldridge. These seem to turn hotter as the case goes on, and we certainly hope for that now. There's a Judge, Mantle. Amazing having those two on the same card. Pasquantino. Only one auto so far. Ernie Clement. It's not a... Nah. Thought maybe that was a short print. Scooble. Yesterday we had the Scooble Black to 10. And now we got, how about a Drake's Cake? Speaking of rookies of the year. A bookend blue X-Fractor, 150 out of 150. Very nice, going to OJ. Former Rookie of the Year, Drake Baldwin. Gotta watch out for the antifungals. I think I'll just say that about everything in life. Like, there's nothing that could happen in life where if we're saying gotta watch out for the antifungals would not apply. It'll always apply in one way or another. Shohei Ohtani. Potential MVP buyback. Should we start putting Camaneros aside as a potential MVP buyback? What does everybody think? Do we think that Jordan's running away with it at this point? All right, waiting for our auto. Big hit. It's Connor. Connors have been tough to come by. There's Andre Lara is our second auto, rookie auto, going to Britain. So 2 autos, both arms. Let's see if we can get some bat action and some color. Carson Benj. Let's move this out of the stage area. Judge. Cunha. Flaherty. Nick Kurtz so good. Brady House, and it's a Grant Taylor Aqua to 199. So the first time in a while we don't get a X-Fractor numbered. The true colors are, so there's only true colors in hobby, and they also are supplemental in all other formats as well. So you can get true in anything, but in hobby you can't get anything but true. Kind of interesting. I think one of the best kept secrets of Topps Chrome this year that Topps didn't seem to really talk about much, but I have. There's a JJ. Bewitt Jr. and another color hit for the Jays. Dylan Cease, purple X-Fractor, 275, goes to Randy again. Congrats, Randy. And a Murakami X-Fractor coming out. I haven't checked the comp. I got to do that. I got to check the comps on the top X-Fractor rookies. I remember I did that back in 2024. Judge and Paredes. And it was impressive when Topps Chrome was out back then. It was the Ellie rookie, all the Jacksons and all that. And I think at the time, Ellie and Holiday were the top, and Ellie was the number one by far. So he had X-Fractors, rookie base X-Fractors that were going for, I think it was like 80 to 100 each. And then they leveled off over time, but quite impressive. Final 5, ladies and gents. We need ourselves a walk-off. Empty. If you guys have not already followed us on Instagram, one of our sister sites, it is the Superfractor Tracker. Anytime a Superfractor gets pulled, you just let us know, tag us, message us, and we get that bad boy up there. We're trying to scour the internet as well and socials to spot all the pulls so we can bring to you what's available still as you break, what you still should be chasing, what's in play and what's not. And as we get closer and closer to Topps Chrome Update, it'll be our second season of the other sister site. It is the Debut Patch Tracker. So on Instagram, it is at the Superfractor Tracker, and it is at the Debut Patch Tracker. Got to make sure you put the Superfractor Tracker and the Debut Patch Tracker. Been trying to track Mostly baseball, but we do put other sports up there. We're a little behind on the basketball debut patches on the debut patch tracker. We got the big boy up there, but gotta get more. And from previous years in baseball, the Roki, I believe, is still yet to be pulled. The Yamamoto has still yet to be pulled. So all those Dodgers debut patches still out there, unbelievably. I have a lot of views and a dozen watchers on the Chase Burns Finest Rare Super. Couple offers so far. We shall see. Good luck with the sale, Kev. You might want to check with Rooster Cogburn if he's got interest in that. Rooster, you still out there? Big Reds fan. Maybe Rooster's into the Superfractor. I think it was non-auto, right? It was a Chase Burns base Superfractor. Finest. That was crazy, that case. 3 Superfractors in one case. I would have thought that Topps would have picked up on that. But I guess not. Maybe I need to tag them in the video again. All right, good luck, guys. Here we go. Magans. Final 5. Good luck down the stretch. Let's walk it off like Vinnie Mac in a main event of Monday Night Raw 1999. They call it the Go Home Show. There's Rooster. And Christian Montez de Oca is going to be the rookie refractor auto numbered 304 to 499 going to Joey. So 3 autos, and they have all been pitchers. Unfortunately, more pitchers have been hitting so far. We're trying to get it all out of our system. Who should we take down? Maybe Rooster is interested in that Superfractor. And Byron Buxton is going to be the Aqua to 199, Aqua X-Fractor. Going to Drew. Congrats, Drew. It's like NBA Jam, we're heating up. Now we just need to get the he's on fire. He's heating up. Have the 101 Dylan Cruz Super, hoping he turns out to be something. Oh, wow. Which one? Which, was it his Bowman first or Topps Chrome rookie or what? Finest. I hope Dylan Cruz turns it around too. I hate to see when players come up with a lot of hype and then they don't have a great start. There's a Messick refractor and then everything just kind of crashes. Always buying lots of Aqua. Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of Aqua in this product so far. I figured Topps was just trying to test my eyesight because it's the hardest one for me to see. Kobe Mayo. Holiday. X-Fractor. Drew Rasmussen. Nick Kurtz. There's a Jordan. Potential 20 spot. If he holds on. Mackenzie Gore. Checking those landscape cards in case there's any hiding Aquas. There's a Savage refractor rookie. Otani. BTP, the big ticket player. Color coming, and it's going to be a Colby Thomas green color match X-Fractor rookie to 99 going to Israel. Congrats, Israel. There's the Magans. Paulie Goldschmidt. Another Jordan. So the Jordans are hitting tonight. Third potential Jordan buyback. Judge. And Ben Rice. All right, come on. One more auto on the walk-off. Big hit. And we got one. It is a Justinson Garcia, rookie numbered to 199, and that is for James. And strange, Justinson Garcia is in the Red Sox uni for his auto, the Pirates uni for his non-auto. Kind of interesting how it works out. And let's get the password up there. Sneak us another one, Card Gods. One more major hit. There's a PCA. There's a Murakami. Give us a major hit to walk it off. Okamoto, Parker Messick, Belly, Varsho, Yesavage, The Miz, and Devers, and that is going to do it. So we don't have a crazy case again, unfortunately, but we end up with the Judge numbered. And don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to do the Mama Parlay giveaway. I'm going to ask you guys a trivia question. First person to comment with the right answer will take home top loader time. We're giving them away all month long again. And then we will recap it. The question for those of you in the break is, how many times did Curtis Granderson, the Grandy Man, lead the league in triples? Was it 1, 2, or 4? How many times did the Grandy Man, Curtis Granderson, lead the league in triples? 1, 2, or 4? First person in the break to comment with the right answer will take this one home. Thank you guys for being part of the break. I appreciate it. How many times did the Grandy Man lead the league in triples? Was it 1, 2, or 4? Rooster says 6. It was not. Blake says 4. Only for those in the break, though. But it is not 4. Rooster says 4. Incorrect. Kevin says 4. Incorrect. Nick says 2, and that is right. It indeed was 2. He did it in 2007 and 2008. So congrats, Nick. Gonna send you these top loaders. Where are you, Nick? All right, got you jotted down. All right, we're gonna recap it, guys. Thank you guys again for being part of the break. I think I'm gonna drop our basketball break tonight. So we got 4 autos in this one for a change of pace, up from 3. All right, first, potential MVP buybacks. It was a Jordan kind of night for the most part. 2 Jordans, a Jordan X-Fractor, 1 PCA, and 2 Otanis. Cam Smith, green X-Fractor to 99. Colby Thomas, green rookie X-Fractor, color match to 99. Buxton to 199. Logan Gilbert, 99. Drake Baldwin, bookend X-Fractor, blue rookie cup, 150 out of 150. Kevin Gossman, blue color match to 150. Dylan Cease, purple to 75. Gunnar Henderson, X-Fractor, Aqua to 199. Grant Taylor, Aqua rookie to 199. Jack Perkins, auto to 299. Andre Lara, rookie auto. Christian Montez de Oca, rookie auto, refractor to 499. Justinson Garcia, Aqua rookie auto to 199. And the hit of the break is the Judge Man Cometh, the Aqua X-Fractor to 199, and that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for being part of another break. Always remember, do something good for someone else. It always comes back to you. And until next time, it's your boy, Parlay J, saying take care, spike your hair. We will see you next time. Goodbye and good night. Bye.